Welcome to Pastel Play. My name is Sandy and today we're going to have some fun with some black paper and some pastel crayons. You should have picked up your take and make bag that's going to have everything in it that you're going to need for the project. Let's get started. In your take and make bag, there'll be 2 sheets of black cardstock, a template, a blender stump, and a package of pastels. The one thing that you will need from home is a pair of scissors to cut out the template. So before we get started with our actual project, I want to go through some different techniques that you can use using pastels. So the first thing you want to do is take them out, and they do resemble crayons. But they're a little bit different texture. They're more waxy, but they're still a lot of fun. So the first thing you can do is just kind of take your paper and you can, what we call blend. You can put some pastel on your paper and then take another color, and it doesn't really matter what color. You pick the colors you like. And we'll just put these like this. And then you can kind of take your finger and you can either go this way or you can make circles and you can blend these colors and see how they're kind of blending and moving around a little bit. So we started with some blue, added some yellow, we've kind of got some green mixed in here. And you can do that. If you don't like that color or you want to add another color, you can just take it and put it on top and keep mixing and moving it around till you've got what you like. So that's one way to blend. You can also take your blending stump and again, just put some color down on your project. And again, it doesn't matter which colors. And then you can take your blending stump and do the same thing and kind of move it around and blend them and mix. And just do that until you're happy with that result. And by doing that, you're and even with your finger, you're softening the edges. You don't have the sharp lines anymore. And you're mixing the 2 colors together. And you can even take and do a crazy color on top. We could add a purple and see what happens there. And just keep doing fun things like that. And the one thing you will want to do when you're doing all of your work on your project is you want to have a paper towel or a tissue or something like that handy because your fingers are going to get dirty, and also your blending stump will get dirty, so you want to wipe that color off. See how it's coming off on my tissue? So if you're going to do a lot of blending of different colors and you don't want to drag red into that, you'll want to clean that up. The other thing you can do is peel these, or even just kind of, if you had an adult help you, you can take scissors and you can cut that off so you don't mix your colors. And another fun thing that you can do with these, and it is called, I'm not going to be able to say the name correctly, it's sgraffito. It is Italian, and what that means is scratch. So what you do is you take a bunch of colors and lay them down on your paper, like so, and it doesn't matter what colors and what order you put them in. You just put your colors down, and like so. And then you take your black color, put it over the top of these. Like so. So you've got all your color covered up. And then you can take your blending stump, or you can even get a pencil and you can draw over the black like so. And I'm drawing upside down, so bear with me. My stuff is not going to come out exactly right. But when you do that, you're taking the black off and you're exposing the color underneath. And hopefully you can see how that's. So that's another fun thing you can do with these pastel crayons. You can, if you choose, blend with Q-tips. So you could take color and put it down. And instead of using your finger, you can blend with a Q-tip, like so. You can also blend with baby oil. You can put a little baby oil on the end of your Q-tip. I'm not gonna show you that example today, but that will also move the colors around. So that's just some fun different things that you can do with these pastels. What we are going to do today is blending using the template. So what you will want to do is take your template and cut out the flower and either the big circle or the smaller circle. I'm going to use the smaller circle today. You can also just take these colors and draw something on your paper and blend it however you choose to do so. You can make a landscape or flowers or a house. They're a lot like crayons, but they blend a lot better. Cut out. That's okay if you don't follow the lines exactly. Also got my flower cut out, and then the smaller circle. Oops, I didn't make that very round, so just round it off. All right, so we're going to do the flower first, and on the back of your take-and-make bag, there'll be some blue tape. And what you want to do, and it doesn't matter which side of your template you use, you'll just put some tape on each one of the petals to hold it in place. Just kind of roll it up and stick it so that it will stay in place on our black cardstock. And stick it kind of close to the ends, or edges, I should say. Just enough to hold it in place. And then we'll flip this over and center it as best you can, or if you want it off to the side, it's up to you. And we'll stick it down and just smooth it out. And then pick whichever colors that you want to use. You can make each petal the same color. You can pick multiple colors. One thing to note, as you see by my pastels, they are kind of soft and they will break. but that doesn't mean you can't continue to use them. If they break, you can just peel the paper back and continue to use that part of it, or you can use this part, whatever works for you. So again, you can take and you can go around in one color all the way around. You can make each petal a different color. Just use your creativity. That's what art is all about. So we'll just take and make marks and just trace around the template. And even if you want to do one color here and then go over this one with another color, you can do that. Just have fun with it. That's the whole point of art, is having fun. Just keep going until you're all the way around your flower. And if you should go over some colors and the end of your crayon gets color on it, just take your tissue and wipe it off. And make a big wide line around your template. Spread here. Even use white if you like. And just do that. Just keep going until you're all done. I think we've used about all colors here. And then once you've done that, once you've gone all the way around your template, we're going to peel this off. Or actually, you know what, we'll leave that on first. And then we'll just, you can blend with your finger, your thumb. You can take your Q-tip if you want to use a Q-tip, if you think that's easier for you. You could take your blending stump and you can blend out. And what we're doing is just kind of mixing the colors and spreading the color and making the flower really expressive. So just whichever way you want to blend and push the color around, you can do that, and just keep doing that until you're all the way around your flower. And again, you can do it that way, or you can use your finger, whichever way you like the look of. Just keep, I'm just kind of pushing the template around with my fingers to work my way around. You can move your hand, you can move your template, just whichever way you like it. And if your finger gets dirty, take a tissue or a paper towel. Clean your finger so you're not mixing the colors, unless you want to. If you want to mix your colors, that is fabulous. And once you're happy with that, then we'll take our template off. It should just kind of lift off pretty easily. All I'm doing is just gently pulling that off. And then you can throw that away. And there you've got your inside of your flower, or the outside rings, excuse me. And then now we're going to make the center, so we're going to do the same thing with the center. We'll just take a piece of tape, stick that kind of wherever in the center or offside, however you like it best. And then you can pick a single color, multiple colors. Again, it's totally up to you what colors you want to use. And just go around it a few times with a pretty wide band of color. Or multiple colors if you choose. And even if you're just doing it kind of rough, that's okay. And then we'll blend and smudge our edges. Until you're happy with the result there. And we'll take that off. And there you have it, a pastel flower. I hope you guys like this project. Thanks for joining us for Pastel Play today. I hope you really enjoyed the project. We would love to see any pictures or video of you doing the project, even some of your experimenting if you decide to do that. Share them with us at the email address coming across your screen. See you next time. Bye.